Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review. So we're going to be listening to Stone Temple Pilots' Sex Type Thing. It was the winner of last week's poll. I'll pop it in here for you to see. And if I'm remembering right, I think the only other Stone Temple Pilots song I did on this channel was Plush, and I really like that one. And this song I definitely have heard of, but just going by the name, I don't think I've ever heard it before, but as always, I will let you guys know if that changes once I start to listen to it. So let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go. I do know the I am part. I've heard that before. I ain't. Okay. I'm trying to pay attention to the lyrics. I really like his voice a lot. I like it. For knowing bits and pieces. Sure what to make of the video though. Wow, that was good. Like I said, I did know bits and pieces. I honestly just thought, like, when I heard the I am, I thought that was going to be repeated, but it changes a little bit. I ain't. I am a man. And then it goes back to I am. So I kind of knew that rhythm, but I've never seen the video and never listened to the song all the way through. The song itself, I'm not really sure what to make of it exactly. I kind of have some thoughts with the I am a man I'll give you something that you won't forget. I said you shouldn't have worn that dress, but I'm not sure. So I just kind of want to do a little research and dive into the song to see what it's about before I even say anything. So give me a second. Okay, so I'm on songfacts.com and looking at the first paragraph, pretty much what I got from it. It says, a driving rocker from the band's first album, the song has very dark subject matter. It's sung from a rapist's point of view, trying to justify his actions. Can I say this on YouTube? I don't know how that works. Am I not supposed to say certain words? Anyway, we'll see what happens, I guess. Trying to justify his actions, you shouldn't have worn that dress. Lead singer Scott Weiland, who wrote the lyrics, explained that the song is meant to speak out against date rape, but that the message is often lost in the music. He was always disappointed when fans would mosh to it at live shows. I mean, it is a heavy song, but the subject matter, I can see where you would look at that from the artist's perspective and be like, do they understand this song? You know? Stone Temple Pilots drummer Eric Kurtz said that along with Big Bang Baby, should I check that one out? This is one of his favorite songs to play live. They have a very straight type rhythm pattern to them, he said. You usually get the audience jumping up and down because the rhythm is basically on 2 and 4. It's very simple, especially when you perform down in South America. I mean, man, those fans are fantastic. When they jump up and down in unison, even at outdoor festivals, the stage will start shaking. They're actually shaking the ground. You have 40 or 50,000 people doing that. It's such a rush. When Scott Weiland realized that listeners didn't always get that he was singing this song from the perspective of a deranged character, he made his point by slipping on a dress and smearing his face with lipstick before performing the song. I'm sure some of you guys know that, maybe not everybody, but it would get you to think. Maybe not everybody, but I feel like if you saw that live, you'd be like, what is this about? What's the point? Especially nowadays, I feel like, I mean, I know people always hate on cell phones and technology and stuff like that when it comes to shows, but I feel like if I saw that, I would want to look up like what's the purpose behind this, where I feel like maybe in the 90s you wouldn't know, you know, unless he actually spoke about it and you could find an article or a magazine. I guess some stuff was online by then, but it was probably harder to figure out than, I mean, literally me just sitting here and typing it into Google. Like I found out in a second, where maybe some people didn't know for a while. Anyway, this was the first Stone Temple Pilots song to get substantial radio play, and it came on hard rock stations, which took the band by surprise. They were grateful for the airplay, but didn't consider themselves a metal band. As a result of the airplay, their early audiences drew a rougher crowd that didn't always appreciate it when Weiland would perform this song in drag. First of all, did I say that right? Weiland, right? Scott Weiland. Weiland. It's Weiland, right? Like I said, I have Google at my fingertips. What am I even doing? Google tells me Weiland, so if you're mad at me, get mad at Google. Okay, moving on. The video was the first one made by Stone Temple Pilots, directed by Josh Taft. It did well on the MTV heavy metal show Headbangers Ball, which invited the band for an interview. Dean DeLeo showed up at the December 1992 taping with his acoustic guitar, and he and Weiland performed a laid-back version of Plush that got picked up by a bunch of radio stations, helping to expose the band to a wide audience. I've always heard of Headbangers Ball, but I've never actually watched it. I feel like it was a little bit before my time. I mean, even in the 90s, I wasn't really listening to this type of music, so maybe it wouldn't have caught my attention anyway. But let me see here. Let me see if I can find when that came out. First episode date, April 18th, 1987. So it was a year before I was born. And then the final episode date was September 13th, 2012. So I wonder who would have been on it in 2012. Maybe I would have caught some of that in the background of my life. I wonder if I could go and watch an episode of it. That could be a fun video. I don't know if I would get all sorts of copyright stricken for that, but if I could find like the Stone Temple Pilots one, since it was mentioned here, that could be fun to watch together. You guys let me know if I should attempt that. But yeah, I really like this song, and I'm glad it won the poll. I'm glad I finally listened to it in full. Like I said, I kind of knew bits and pieces of the sound, but I had no idea what it was about. Even after the first listen, the lyrics didn't really tell me too much. The video didn't really tell me too much. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. Please don't confirm that in the comments. But the line, like I said, the I am a man, I'll give you something that you won't forget. I said you shouldn't have worn that dress. That verse that just stuck out to me. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is what the whole thing is about. So yeah, I'm a little impressed that I figured that out on my own on the first listen, if I'm being honest. But let me know what I should check out next, whether it be by Stone Temple Pilots, whether it be anybody else. I could put them in the poll again tomorrow. Hopefully you see this. I can't remember if the last one was blocked. It sucks when that happens, but we'll see. Maybe I'll put them in the poll, even if this does get blocked, because I do want to hear more. So all right, we'll go from there. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.